Hey everybody, it's Chuck Burns for the USA. Thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate the time you spend on my channel because you know what? It's your time. I can't give it back, so thank you for spending it with me. So today we're talking real quick about the conversion of rights to crime, specifically building permits, and how it's pretty much extortion. Well, to start off with, I'm going to say I'm not an unfair guy. You provide me with a good or a service, you provide that for me, I'm okay with paying you for it. For example, the city comes out, helps me hook up to the sewer, get a new sewer connection. They come out, they help me hook up the new power to a new meter box, I need a new circuit panel. Okay, and your breaker panel, that's fine. I'll pay for that. They redo my water connection at the street because it's bad and it's past the shut off at the street right there. I'm okay with that. They're coming out and providing me with a service, right? That I want and desire. I'm even okay with new building permits in neighborhoods where you're with or if you have a certain degree of slope on your lot and it's less than an acre, or your house is this close to a lot line with another property within say 20 yards, 60 feet, or in any neighborhood where houses are within 20 yards, 60 feet of each other. Because see, if you don't have you don't have a new building permit, and you don't have ensure proper lot grading, and things like that, and account for the runoff, when there's rain, you can flood your neighbor's house if you did something. I mean, theoretically, if you did something wrong. So I'm okay with that because the whole thing about freedom is you don't infringe on somebody else's, and if you didn't properly provide for drainage or grade your lot poorly, that maybe the slope or slant that did that to somebody else's house, you're infringing on their freedom. You're messing up their pursuit of happiness and their right to pursue their life without you messing with it. I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is you having to pay to do maintenance in your house. I'm not okay with when I have a sewer line I got to replace, having to pay them money if I'm doing it myself to come out and do it. To come out to do it, they don't have to come out and help me with that. They don't provide me anything. Then some guy comes out may possibly approve or deny whether my work. And frankly, if it's on my lot, it's none of his business. If my line can get my crap to the city's line, it flows from there. If it can get it there, it's going to go. So what I do with the sewage lines on my lot is none of their business. However, one thing you need disclosure law. No building permits, nothing. Make one rule, a disclosure rule. And that is that when you sell the house, you have to disclose who's done the work and things like that. And if the buyer looks at it or has any questions about the quality of the work, they can have an inspector come out and you and them can work on a price. So you split it half and half, or to make sure that the work was done right. And they can do it without digging stuff up. They can do it. It's easy. Okay, it's possible to ensure the bank, so that way the bank knows they're financing a good property. It's not a money pit or something that somebody's going to end up not wanting to pay their mortgage on and back out. But you don't need to pay the city every time you want to do maintenance in your house. But these days we do. We have to pay them every time to come out, and for some guy to stand there, go look at stuff and go sign off. And where I live in California, it's ridiculously expensive. It's way too much money. I mean, it's retardedly fucking too much money. But here, where I'm going with this is that building permits are like extortion, like this. For any of those exceptions I listed at the beginning, with the exception of those, it's like extortion. It's like the mob coming to a business back in the day and saying you got to pay us protection money. Who are they protecting you from? Who? They're protecting you from them. You are paying for protection from them, because if you don't pay that money, guess what happens? They show up. They give you a stop work order. You need a stop work order. You have to stop, but if you don't, you keep going, then they call the cops. They issue you a ticket. You don't want to sign the ticket, the cop says, I put you to arrest. If you say, you're not arresting me, he pulls out his gun. It's forced compliance to the barrel of a gun. It's extortion. I'm paying them to protect me from them. Or to not, I'm paying them so they don't come after me. It's like the mob saying you owe us protection money when they're just really protecting me from them. I'm paying the people that I'm protecting. I'm paying the people that would do me harm to protect me from themselves. That's ridiculous. Most building permits, with the exception of new construction in places where houses are close together and runoff is an issue, and you want to make sure that your lot's properly graded, or when they're providing me a service, hooking up a utility for my house that I want and desire the service because I want the shit in my house to work. Other than that, building permits are extortion. It is government legalized extortion. It is violation of you and your property rights and maintaining your property. It's illegal. and something needs to be done. My name's Chuck Burns for the USA. I'm Chuck Burns, I'm for America, and I'm for the USA. And I'm telling you, don't pay building permits. Starve the beast. Giving it money is giving it the ability to govern without your consent.